Yo guys, welcome back. It's the weekend, grass is cut, kids are fed, dog is walked. Let's get into the exhaust on this LS swap. It really is, it's the one step that's holding back everything else, and it's been the hardest part so far. So let me take you through a little bit of what happened previously. So we got the Sicky headers. They're meant for an LS swap, but they're designed to work around a T56 transmission. I'm using a Z32 transmission. And what that means is stuff is in different places and things are in the way where they wouldn't be otherwise. So unfortunately for me, those headers never gonna work. And they're really nice headers, so I didn't want to chop them up. Luckily, they're also very popular headers, so I was easily able to sell them to somebody else that could use them. What did I pick up next? These boat anchors right here are C5 Corvette exhaust manifolds. They are allegedly supposed to work with this setup. As I do, they stick a lot closer to the block and they do kind of angle that exhaust away. However, they angle it and they dump it right into the subframe where the motor mounts are. So even after I chopped most of it away, it still was never gonna work. Attempt number 3 is what we've got right here, and this is a C6 Corvette exhaust manifold. And it's really similar to the C5 manifolds, except the dump is much higher up and definitely out of the way with regards to the O2 sensor and just the way that it kind of extends out. And so I've gone ahead and test fit these on the car both sides, and the clearance is pretty good. If anything, it's as good as we're gonna get. So where does that leave off? Well, I've got a number of these 2.5-inch exhaust sections, and by doing some cutting and some welding, I think I can go ahead and get these to run out of the way of everything under the car, and where we can go ahead and start fitting together a Y pipe as well. So I'm gonna be making a bunch of cuts to these. I also have a full 2.5 stainless exhaust that was donated by Orchid Euro. Thank you guys so much. That really helps. It's got a number of different bends. I'm gonna do my best to work with these sections first so I don't have to cut that real nice exhaust up. Maybe we can use it for something else. But yeah, basically cut, weld, snake this through along both sides of the engine and see if we can get it out and under the car safely. So what I've done to go ahead and get started, the 2-bolt flanges that I'd like to weld onto this, just to make it a little bit easier to take the whole thing apart. A lot of people, they'll weld straight to the manifold, that's kind of my backup option. What I'd like to see if I can make work, I've got these flanges right here, and I've actually had to cut a little bit of the manifold to get them to fit just right and bolt up just right. But what I'm going to try and do is keep these flanges, weld to those, and then that'll just kind of allow the whole thing to come apart a bit easier. If that doesn't work, then I'll just go ahead and weld straight to the manifold. Alright, so here we are underneath the car, and you can see where the exhaust is coming out, and really the main obstacles to avoid are primarily the steering linkage here, and then also these power steering lines here. Yeah, not going to be great, but essentially what I'm going to try and do is get the pipe to kind of come out and above these power steering lines on the left side of the steering linkage, and then we can kind of come down like that. Alright, that was something else. What you see on other channels or other shows, the professional fabricators that are able to just visualize and see those bends and make the cuts in their brains and then transfer that to metal, all while working in place. It really gives me a new appreciation for the skill and the talent and the brains that those dudes have. I think you would agree that my fabrication and bends, or lack thereof bends, leaves a lot to be desired. So definitely a lot of credit to the professionals out there. But that being said, I was able to get both sides figured out and tacked together. I've got them mocked up on the car and everything works, everything exits okay. So now all that's left is to go ahead and finish off these welds and then probably clean it all up as best I can so it's not quite so ugly under the car. But after that, you know, just a couple more things, a couple more wires to plug in, fill it up with fluids, and I'd say turn the key, but it doesn't use a key anymore. Press the button and make the noises. So stay tuned. We'll see you next time. I don't know if we'll start it next time, but we sure as hell will get a whole lot closer. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.